Monkeytales.
The Miser by Monkeytales. Once upon a time in Eleuthera, there was a bustling town called Gregory Town. There lived a miser named Mr. Grumble. Mr. Grumble loved money more than anything in the world. His tiny house was filled with jars of coins, and he even had a special room just for counting his gold pieces. But Mr. Grumble was so miserly that he wouldn't spend a single penny, not even for a slice of bread. One sunny morning, Mr. Grumble was counting his coins for the 100th time when there was a knock at the door.
Who's there?
He grumbled, not wanting to be disturbed.
It's me, Billy.
Called the cheerful voice of his neighbor's son.
We're having a pineapple eating contest at the town fair. Want to join us?
Mr. Grumble's face scrunched up like he had bitten into a lemon.
Pineapples? That costs money. I wouldn't waste a penny on a pineapple contest.
Billy laughed.
Oh, Mr. Grumble, it's free. You just have to bring your smile and your appetite.
Free?
Mr. Grumble's eyes sparkled for a moment, but then he frowned.
Nothing in life is free, young man. Be gone.
As Billy skipped away, Mr. Grumble grumbled to himself.
A pineapple eating contest. Ridiculous.
Just then, a delicious smell wafted through the window. His neighbor, Mrs. Knowles, was baking her famous pineapple pies.
Maybe I can get a free sample.
He muttered, rubbing his hands together. He tiptoed over to Mrs. Knowles's garden. Mrs. Knowles, a jolly woman with rosy cheeks, was pulling a golden pineapple pie out of the oven when she saw Mr. Grumble peeking over her fence.
Well, hello there, Mr. Grumble. Would you like to try a slice of my pineapple pie?
Mr. Grumble's stomach rumbled loudly.
How much does it cost?
Mrs. Knowles chuckled.
For you, it's free.
Mr. Grumble's eyes widened.
Free? Are you sure?
Of course. It's just a pie, Mr. Grumble. He couldn't resist and took a big bite. It was the most delicious thing he had ever tasted.
Yummy, this is amazing.
He mumbled with his mouth full. Mrs. Knowles laughed.
Glad you like it. Why don't you come to the fair and have some more?
For the first time in years, Mr. Grumble smiled. He went to the fair and saw everyone laughing and having fun. There were games, music, and, of course, the pineapple eating contest. He watched as Billy won first prize and shared his pineapple pie with everyone. Seeing all the joy around him, Mr. Grumble felt a strange warmth in his heart. He realized that while he had been hoarding his money, he had missed out on the happiness of sharing and being part of the community. The next day, Mr. Grumble did something surprising. He invited all the children in the neighborhood to his house.
Come in, come in.
He said with a wide grin. He had used some of his money to buy treats and toys. The children gasped in delight.
Mr. Grumble, are you feeling okay?
Billy asked, eyes wide with surprise.
Never better.
Mr. Grumble laughed.
I've realized that money is only worth something if you use it to make others happy.
From that day on, Mr. Grumble became known as Mr. Cheer. He still loved his money, but he loved seeing smiles on the faces of his friends and neighbors even more. Gregory Town, Eleuthera was never the same, and everyone agreed that Mr. Cheer was the best thing that ever happened to their town. And so, Mr. Cheer and the townsfolk of Gregory Town lived happily ever after, with plenty of pineapple pies, laughter, and much less grumbling. The moral of the story is that sharing and kindness bring more happiness than hoarding wealth.
Monkeytales.